Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC and another edition of TNFNU thoughts and feelings and updates. So, it's been kind of an uneventful week. Not a whole lot going on whatsoever. So, no, it's been a crazy week. So, besides missing a deadly hurricane, it's been a crazy week. So the hurricane, and so I've lived in Florida my entire life. So hurricanes are a part of life. Hurricane season comes and you prepare and you get everything ready. And then, the hurricane comes and you deal with whatever it has. You can't stop Mother Nature. You can't try to control Mother Nature. It is what it is. And I hate to say that because there's a lot of people suffering, a lot of people out of homes, a lot of people flooded, and not just here in Florida, now up in North Carolina and other areas in the South that just got hammered by Helene. And now, Helene. And now Milton just comes through and completely decimated things. My parents live on the coast in St. Pete, and their place was flooded the first time. And I don't know, they evacuated, thank goodness. And hopefully, I don't know, they haven't been back, and I haven't heard what their place is like, but I know that it's not good. This is why you put things in precautions and you try to do your best. And unfortunately, you just kind of have to deal with whatever Mother Nature dealt with you. And Florida has hurricanes, but maybe your state has earthquakes and tornadoes and whiteouts and sandstorms and all the other things that every state has its own thing. Volcanoes. Everybody has something. And you learn to live with that. It's part of your life. And hurricanes is part of our life. I live in the dead center of Florida for a reason. As much as I would love to live on the coast, this is why. My wife and I have run that idea several times about renting or having a place on the coast that we can rent out and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, nope, because it's going to get destroyed, and then you got to deal with fixing it all the time. And it's just something that we've kind of let that go. Just because hurricanes is a way of life, and it's just going to get destroyed. And where we are, we're safe. We put precautions in our home. We have, I think it's impact resistant windows in all of our house that can withstand 150 mile an hour winds, or I don't know, something ridiculous. And then I have the generator with a switch that I can hook the generator into in the garage, and I can operate different sections of my house, and it runs on gasoline and propane. So I could have both here and running on that. I have the big propane tank if I need to hook that up, and I'll have plenty of hours of power. So we have all of our backup solutions here just in case we do lose power or something happens. But luckily, we haven't ever had to turn that thing on. I mean, I've lived in Florida my entire life. We've been in this house for 17 and a half, almost 18 years. And we've had several hurricanes, and never once have we lost power or internet or anything. And I think we lost power this time for about 10 seconds, and then it came back on. And I feel bad for anybody who's still without power and still dealing with it. I am sorry, and I hope they can get out to you and get all of that settled as quickly as possible, because it's not fun dealing with it. Luckily, the weather is changing right now, and it's going to be beautiful for the next couple days. So hopefully that is something that will help. Gasoline is at a shortage right now, and I hope that that can get rectified. We ran to the grocery store today and the shelves are looking pretty thin, but I think all of those things will be restocked here soon. And everything will get back to normal within time. Time heals all things, and it'll all get back to normal. It's just something that we all have to deal with. So, knock on wood, I made it through another one, and I know it won't be the last, but hopefully it will be for a little while, because it's back to back. It's been kind of tiresome to have to deal with, but you guys are always here. So thank you for everybody who reached out, everybody who kept asking how I was and how things were, and how bad is it. Thank you so much for all of you who reached out privately to ask, but I am good. Make sure you're reaching out to everybody you know, and send some prayers and thoughts to all those people that are in need on the coast. So other than the storm, there's not a whole lot. One good thing that came out of it, and you guys saw it on one of my last videos, is I was able to finish the September builds. I had pretty much gotten them done, but I was able to get them sharpened and get the beads made and everything for the bud, which turned out really, really nice. So if you haven't seen it, here's the bud, the nice acid etched and tumbled blade. Came out really nice. There we go. That red curly raffia turned out really cool. I like how it has those layers of whatever that mesh is in there. And then that side, the bead, turned out really nice as well. So, and this stuff is really light. This thing is really lightweight. It's going to be really slicer. We used a thinner blade stock, and man, this thing comes down to 0, and it is super slicey. So hopefully that person will really like that. I'm hoping to get this out to them as quickly as possible. This is going to go a long way, but it turned out really, really nice. The rock hopper, again, turned out really good. Really happy with it. That nice hand satin finish came out really nice on this one. That pearl blue kieranite really sparkles, came out really cool. Got some really cool movement, and the bead came out good as well. So another good rock hopper in the mix. And then finally, the torcido. The torcido was a lot of work. We did the brown Kydex sheath, which actually, I questioned it at first, but it looks kind of good. I had these leather straps, so I put a leather strap on it. It really kind of fits that blade perfectly for what it is. And the torcido blade itself has that nice shape to it. Nice hand satin, full grind, went all the way up to the top. The poplar burl is absolutely beautiful. The brass pins, the Juma Gem inlay with the G10 spacers and liner. It all came out really nice. And then that bead, yeah, that bead really, really tops it off. This is a 4-finger blade for me, but having the lanyard there is cool. Your thumb gets right there in that nook, and this is just a really, really cool little slicey blade. Really like the way that this thing came out, and it's pretty awesome. So I hope you guys really like that. Came out really, really well. So the September builds are done. So these are all going to get shipped out as quickly as I possibly can. I'm hoping the post offices are open tomorrow, because I want to get at least some of them shipped out. We've handled the business side of things, and I've gotten addresses, so I just need to prep everything and get it shipped out. And hopefully those new owners of them will be happy. And I'll have 2 more happy customers of AriesEDC blades. That's always the hope. So now that September's done, I can turn all my attention back to the skeletonized blades for October. And again, we have the mini gargoyles, and basically this is what they're going to look like. They're not going to get any handle scales or anything, so these guys are going to be here. Let me fix that camera, or the light. And then we have, and these guys, all 3 of them, there's going to be 3 of these, and they're all ready to be heat treated. And we also have 3 naked columns, which also need to be heat treated, but these I have to get all hand sanded down and clean them up just a little bit more before they're ready for heat treat, and then hopefully they'll get heat treated. Now, there's 6 of them. There's 3 of these and 3 of these. Once they're all heat treated, then I just have to get all the forge scale off and clean them up. And then that's almost it. Once they're cleaned up, then I put the maker's mark on all of them, and then make a sheath for all of them, and we're done. So not a lot of work left on these, just maybe a couple of days worth of work on these, and we are good to go. So I'm hoping by the end of this weekend, we're probably not going to be doing too much this weekend with everything that's been going on. So maybe I'll be able to get at least these cleaned up and heat treated by the end of the weekend. And then once that happens, we can move on. And once I get the maker's mark on them, then I'm going to do final touches. I think I'm going to do 1 of each tumbled finish, 1 of each acid etched and tumbled, and 1 of each blued. So we're going to get the acid etch, which is going to kind of give it, this look. We're going to get that look. And then bluing it gives it kind of more of a shinier look. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's more of a shinier look. So I'm hoping we'll get all the skeletonized blades in. Plus, I just got word that the 2 Nitro V blades, the Yocto and the column, I should get back tomorrow. Or as I'm filming this, Friday, Saturday, I should be getting these back as this video comes out. So I'm going to be getting those back. I'm not really going to work on those until I'm done with all of these. And once I'm done with all the skeletonized blades, then maybe I'll get to work on those. I have some plans for the handle materials. I will tell you they're probably both going to have multiple piece construction on their handles. I'm just not telling you what that is yet. You're just going to have to wait and see. Watch the videos, wait and see. And then maybe by the end of October, I'll have the 6 skeletonized blades and then a Nitro V Yocto and a Nitro V column available on the Etsy store. That'd be pretty cool. It's a lot of work, but we'll see. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy month. It's been a crazy month already. I've heard grumblings that we're going to get another storm, but I don't know what that looks like yet. And I don't know. And I have to go to work again one Friday because we're going to be short-staffed, or I'm on call. So I might have to go to work. Fingers crossed I can stay here and hang out with you guys and do my live stream and get a bunch of work done here in the shop. But I can't control everything. That's for sure. So that's what's going on this week. I hope you guys have been enjoying the other videos that I've been doing with the knife collection. I've been doing a lot of that, and I have some more of those coming out. And we're getting to the end. We're getting to the end. I've almost shared the entire collection at this point, except for a few select folders and my fixed blade collection, which is really not that big, because I don't know if I want to include my fixed blades in there that I have made for myself. I guess that's kind of part of it. And I've shared kind of like these things, the older stuff, but like things like this, you guys have seen that, but I guess maybe not all of you have. And I can talk to you guys more about what that is and where it came from. But that's what I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, and I hope you're safe wherever you are. So please, please subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. Again, the choice is always yours.